Hi, Internet. I was just memeing about stands on Discord when I decided I was going to make this video that I've wanted to make for a while. So we are going to do that because we're making the video right now and you're watching it. Oh my god. That's how time travel bullshit works. It's like the Grand Bank vlog thing again. So over here is my media desk sort of thing. My TV on the bookcase. My Raspberry Pi. My computer game consoles. A copy of Superman 64 for some ungodly reason. Get that shit out of here. Now, what I want to talk about is my nerdy books, I like to call them. These are books of critical analysis and other whatnots about geek TV and video games, a lot of them. So I'm just going to pull all these out of the shelf and we're going to talk more about them because that's a video now. I really should play a computer game for you all sometime, but well, this is nice too. It's related to computer games, so I'm going to take these out of the shelf and we're going to talk about them. So boop, 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 boop. As you can see, we have a lot to go through. So let's begin with this stack, this bigger stack, which is Doctor Who books. So we'll start with a bunch of these critical analysis. Well, these aren't critical analysis, I guess, but they technically are. We've got Time Unincorporated, the Doctor Who fanzine archives, which is exactly as you'd expect. Critical analysis and articles written for fanzines back in the day. A lot of them written during the big hiatus. This is Volume 1, and it collects the writings of Lance Parkin, who's a Doctor Who novel author, and I don't know if he's written anything for the new series or not. But you just open it up and you can see it really. What I really love the first article here, a 40-year adventure in time and space, where he summarizes 1963 to 2003, just before the show came back. So it's pretty neat. And then there's additions to that, so that's pretty nice. And then following that, we have Time Unincorporated Volume 2, which is a bunch of collective writings on the classic Doctor Who series from 63 to 89, which is really neat. And we'll just open up the things here. So we've got a bunch of articles. Yeah, I guess these are all written like yeah. So there's a lot of content in this one. It's a bit of a hefty book. But if the classic show ain't your jam, Time Unincorporated Volume 3 has writings on the new series, which goes up to, what? Bowties Are Cool? Yeah, the 11th Doctor era. So, probably the start of the 11th Doctor era, so not too far into the past. So pretty good. But if you want a more critical analysis guidebook take, look no further than About Time, the Unauthorized Guide to Doctor Who, which has summaries of every episode, talks about the characters, talks about whatnot. It has these little essays trying to make sense of continuity and just poking at plot holes and whatnot and trying to tie things together. It's a really well put together little analysis book by Tapwood and Lawrence Miles, who I believe are also Doctor Who writers. So there's a whole bunch of volumes of this. There's 7 in total. And I only have the first 6, which cover all of the classic series. So this is Volume 1, which is the William Hartnell years, and it's got the meddling monk on the cover. So we'll just go through these real quick. Volume 2, Patrick Troughton era. This monster's the seaweed monster. I know this shit because I'm a goddamn nerd. And actually, I'm going to leave the Troughton book here, just so you can compare the whopping size of this, which is Volume 3, the expanded 2nd edition. I actually got this as a Secret Santa gift from Something Awful's Doctor Who thread, so thank you, _Doctor, for the 3rd volume in this expanded form, the John Pertwee years, which is really big. It has spiders from Metabills 3 on it. Volume 4 covers most of the Tom Baker years, save for the last one. And we've got this giant rat here, so if you like jelly babies and long scarves, this is the book for you. These books are taking up space. Volume 5 covers that final year of Tom Baker, as well as the rest of the Peter Davison era. So its entirety is here. The John Nathan Turner years, as it were. We've got the Mara here. Who doesn't love the Mara? People who don't like giant rubber snakes don't like the Mara. Get these books out of the way. And last but not least, Volume 6, the Colin Baker years, the Sylvester McCoy years, the Paul McGann TV movie, and a whole bunch of other ancillary stuff. We've got this clown from the Sylvester McCoy episode. Volume 7 only covers the first 2 series of the new series. They haven't made a Volume 8, which is surprising. They're really dropping the ball there. The David Tennant years could easily have been completed. I don't know what they're wheel spinning for, but okay. And the final Doctor Who book I have here isn't an officially published one. It's more of a fan thing that I have paid a lot of money for and had to wait a long time to get. But this is 101 Claras to See. It's a fan anthology book all about how great Clara Oswald from the new series was, and forever will be. And this book is really amazing. It's got all these writings from people all around the world. So you got someone from America there. This one, Clara Who, is from a Canadian. Someone from France did this drawing, and it's just full of all these wonderful little things. Oh, this one's really cute. Look at all the Claras around the world in Clara days. I love this book. I actually sent in a pitch to, once they were asking for extra little pitches. I actually sent in my own pitch to this book. They had to turn me down, unfortunately, but it's still lovely to have it. So, that's that. Well, maybe you don't give a hoot about Doctor Who, so instead you want to listen to the distant sounds of Drew Carey and The Price is Right. I mean, me talk about other books. So here's some gaming books I have. And we're going to start with tabletop gaming books. This is Of Dice and Men, the story of Dungeons & Dragons and the people who play it. This is actually recommended by my DM, a lovely lady named Stella. She picked this book up and really liked it, so I got a copy on the cheap, and it's an interesting little story. Just about the history of the game. It's interspersed with the tale of people playing their own modification. It's a bit of a brisk read, but it's good for what it is. This one is Chickstick Gaming, and it's all about women writing about their experience tabletop gaming and whatnot, as you can see from the cover art. Just this nice lady rolling her dice. Ooh, you better hope that 20 comes up. Yeah. So it's a neat little anthology of people's experiences. I like it. There's no video gaming in it, I don't think. It's just more of a tabletop thing, as you can tell from the cover. But well, if you want video game books, now is our time. So we start with Power Up by Chris Kohler. This is the expanded edition that came out this fall. It's been in print for a while, but here it is. It's a nice little book. And it's all about how Japan rose up and became a big player in the video game world and all the innovations that it had and whatnot. It's a good read. It's really good. I like it. But if you want more of a critical analysis tack, look no further than Jeremy Parish. He makes a video series called Game Boy World, in which he examines every Game Boy game ever put out. And some of those go into book form, and this is what we will be talking about now. This is Game Boy World 1989. A slim little volume that talks about all the Game Boy games that came out for the US and Japan in 1989. So, and some full color here. It's just gorgeous. We've got Alleyway here. There was Super Mario Land. Tetris was there. Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle. Wow. The Castlevania Adventures around here. There's some stuff. Some shitty Mahjong game. A Battleship. Yeah. There's a whole lot of games that came out. Not that many, but there's a bunch. Enough that are worth writing about. It's a pretty neat little book. It is also available in an expanded edition. What do you mean expanded? I mean literally bigger. And why Mr. Parrish did that is because the next volume of Game Boy World is fucking massive compared to it. This is the black and white version of Game Boy World 1990 Volume 1, which is every Game Boy game released in the first half of 1990. So, as you can see, black and white. And we'll just flip through. It's still a readable, perfectly readable little book. It just looks not as nice because I don't have much money. And you can get Game Boy World 1989 in an Excel format, so it matches on your shelf, but it doesn't bother me that much, so whatever. So these are the only two Game Boy World books that are out right now. But Jeremy Parish also has a side series called Good Intentions, analyzing the NES's launch, and here's the book of that, Good Intentions 1985. Again in black and white, because I don't have much money to give the man, but you can look at all the launch games that came out. There's the Zapper, and there's Duck Hunt right there. Okay, okay, there's some Excite by Talk, Wrecking Cruise there, Rob the Robot, and the big boy that everyone knows saves video games, Super Mario Brothers, which is pretty good. There's also another Good Intentions book. This massive monolith of a brick that is a 30th anniversary tribute to the NES. This is in full color, and it just has like stuff about basically every game in it. It's massive, and just everything is in here. So I'll just flip through that real quick. You got track and field, then we just jump ahead to these games. Bootlegs are on the go. King's Knight. Yeah, we're just jumping. Okay, we're in the 90s. Ooh, we're really far ahead now, and then we're just at the end of the thing, and there's a whole bunch of other little articles in here. That is a really good book. And last, but certainly not least, remember Stella? She got me a Christmas present, and it arrived recently. Are you ready for this brick? Legends of Localization, Book 2, Earthbound. This is just a stunning fucking package here. This giant, beautiful, hardcover book that is all about the localization changes between Mother 2 and Earthbound. Earthbound is a wonderful little common interest between us. Stella actually sold me her Earthbound card with the guide, so I can't thank her enough for that. So she's giving me even more Earthbound-related content. This is a lovely book, and it's book 2 in the series. Book 1 was on the original Zelda, and book 3 is going to be on Super Mario Brothers, so I'm probably going to have to shell out quite a lot of money to get those, because, oh my god, this is an incredible little read and a well put together package. And with that, those are my nerdy books. I hope you sat through this, and I hope you have some new ideas on good reads to throw your money at. So go on to Amazon, go on to, well, Fangamer is where you can get this bad boy, but I'm pretty sure everything else here you can get on Amazon in one form or another, so go do that, if you like. Buy some books, read about your nerdy interests if you have them, and I'll see you later.